Everything you think about your computer being good enough might actually be wrong. Because one day, millions of people turned on their perfectly working PCs and saw a message that felt almost unfair. Your PC can't run Windows 11. No crash, no damage, no problem. The computer worked fine yesterday. It still works fine today. So what changed? Why would Microsoft suddenly say, "Sorry, your computer is too old," even when it clearly isn't broken? That's the mystery. And the strange part is, it wasn't really about speed. It wasn't even about power. It was about something most people never think about. Something invisible. Let's start with a simple story. Imagine you have a toy box. Inside it are your favorite toys. You've been playing with them for years. They still work. Nothing is broken. One day, someone gives you a brand new toy. It's safer, smarter, and has special locks so nobody can mess with it. But there's a catch. This new toy only works if your toy box has a special lock too. Your old toy box doesn't have it. So even though your toys are fine, you can't use the new one. That's basically what happened with Windows 11. But instead of toys, we're talking about computers. And instead of a toy box, we're talking about something called security. Now here's where things get interesting. Back in 2015, Windows 10 came out. At that time, Microsoft said something surprising. They said Windows 10 would be the last version of Windows. That sounded like the end of upgrades forever. People relaxed. They thought, okay, I don't need to worry about buying a new computer anytime soon. But years passed. Technology kept changing. Hackers became smarter. Cyber attacks became bigger. And this is where the first clue appears. Around 2017, a massive cyber attack called WannaCry ransomware attack spread across the world. Hospitals shut down. Computers locked up. Companies lost millions. And the scary part? Many of those computers were running older systems that didn't have modern security protections. That event changed how companies like Microsoft think. It wasn't just about making things faster anymore. It became about making things safer. Because a computer isn't just a machine. It holds photos, passwords, bank information, private messages. Now imagine someone breaking into that. That's the real problem. So Microsoft started asking a big question. How do we stop this before it happens? And that leads us to the second clue. There's a tiny chip inside many modern computers called TPM. It sounds boring, but it's actually very important. TPM stands for Trusted Platform Module. Think of it like a tiny safe inside your computer. It stores secret keys. It checks if your system is safe when it starts. It makes sure nobody has secretly changed your system. Windows 11 requires something called TPM 2.0. Not the old version, the new one. And this is where millions of computers failed. Because many older PCs either didn't have TPM at all or had an older version. Even if everything else was powerful, even if the computer had a fast processor, even if it had lots of memory, without this one small feature, it was rejected. Now you might be thinking, that's still weird. Why not just let people use it anyway? That's a fair question. And honestly, many people asked the same thing when Windows 11 was announced in 2021. There was confusion. There was frustration. People felt like their perfectly good computers were being left behind. But Microsoft didn't change their mind. Why? Because of something deeper. And this is where curiosity starts to build. Windows 11 wasn't just an update. It was a reset, a fresh start. Instead of trying to support every old system, Microsoft decided to draw a line. A very clear line. From here on, all computers must meet a higher security standard. And that's a big deal, because supporting old hardware is actually very hard. Imagine trying to design a game that works on a brand new console and also on a 15-year-old one. You have to limit what you can do. You can't use the best features. You can't improve too much. You're stuck. Software companies face the same problem. If they keep supporting old hardware forever, they can't move forward. So sometimes they have to let go. But here's the twist. Even some newer computers were blocked. Machines from around 2016 or 2017, which still felt modern, were told no. That shocked people, because it didn't feel fair. And honestly, it wasn't just about security anymore. It was also about consistency. Microsoft wanted all Windows 11 devices to behave in a predictable way. Same security level, same performance expectations, same features. That way, developers can build better apps. Updates become easier, bugs become fewer. It creates a cleaner system overall. But the cost? Millions of users felt left out. And here's something most people didn't notice. You could actually install Windows 11 on unsupported PCs if you really wanted to. There were ways around it. But Microsoft warned you. No guarantees, no official support. That tells you something important. The restriction wasn't just technical. It was a policy decision, a direction, a message.
Which represents our
This is the future we want.
and message.
Now let's pause for a second. If you're enjoying this kind of deep explanation, consider subscribing, because we break down complex tech in simple ways just like this. Now, back to the story. Let's talk about processors, because that was another big reason. Windows 11 officially supports newer CPUs, mostly from around 2018 and later. Why? Because newer processors include built-in security features. Things like virtualization-based security, hardware-level protections. These are things older CPUs simply don't have. Or, if they do, they don't perform as well. So again, it's not about your computer being slow. It's about your computer not having the right kind of protection. And this is where things get even more interesting. Microsoft shared some data after launching Windows 11. They found that supported devices had significantly fewer crashes, fewer security issues, better overall stability. That means the strict requirements were actually working. But still, there's a bigger question. Was this only about protecting users? Or was there another reason hiding underneath? Because whenever a company makes a big decision like this, there's usually more than one reason. And here's the deeper layer. By pushing people toward newer hardware, it also helps the entire tech ecosystem. Computer manufacturers sell more devices, developers build better apps, users get more modern experiences. It moves everything forward faster. So while the official reason is security, the real picture is bigger. It's about control, direction, and shaping the future of computing. But here's the part that surprises many people. Your old PC didn't suddenly become useless. It still works. You can still use Windows 10. And Microsoft even said they will support it until October 2025. That's years of updates. So this wasn't a forced shutdown. It was more like a gentle push, a nudge. Hey, it might be time to upgrade soon, but of course, not everyone wants to. And that's okay. Because technology moves at different speeds for different people. Some upgrade every year. Some keep the same PC for 10 years. Both are fine. But the world of software keeps evolving. And sometimes, it leaves older things behind, just like phones, just like apps, just like everything else. Now think back to the toy box story. Your old box still works. Your toys are still there. Nothing is broken. But the new toys, they need a different kind of box. And that's really what Windows 11 is. A new toy that needs a new kind of system. Not because the old one is bad, but because the new one is built differently. And here's something important to remember. This isn't the first time something like this happened. When Windows XP was retired, many people felt the same way. When Windows 7 ended support, people resisted. But over time, everyone moved on, because the benefits of newer systems became clear. Better security, better performance, better compatibility. It always feels painful at first. But then it becomes normal. And that's exactly what's happening now. Windows 11 isn't just a new look. It's a shift in how computers are protected, a shift in how software is built, a shift in what modern really means. And even if it feels annoying today, it's part of a bigger change, a safer, more controlled digital world. Before we wrap this up, if this explanation helped you finally understand what's going on, consider subscribing because we explore tech stories in a way that actually makes sense. Now here's the final piece of the puzzle. The reason Windows 11 dropped support for old PCs is not because those PCs are useless. It's because the world around them changed. Threats became bigger. Systems became smarter. Expectations became higher. And Microsoft decided to draw a line and say, from here forward, things will be different. So the next time you see that message saying your PC isn't supported, remember this. It's not really about your computer being too old. It's about the future being built in a new way. And sometimes, not everything from the past can come with it.